And good morning. Welcome into another installment of Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions with Gateville Law Firm located in Yorkville, and Sean Robertson from Gateville Law Firm, who joins us in studio. Sean, welcome back. How are things?
Going well. How's it going for you today, Mike?
Doing pretty good, as we are focusing on a topic that we touched on a little bit last week, kind of a similar theme here. It's an important topic. We want to make sure folks are well informed about estate planning, and how we touched on last week, how it's not just for the affluent, not just for those with, mansions and that type of thing, not just for millionaires, right?
Correct. A lot of times what I find, Mike, is a lot of the people that come to me, they may have a paid-off home, they're blue-collar workers or normal people, and it's about helping them pass the property down where they don't have to go through probate court like they would with the will, and they don't have family disputes.
All right, so let's dive in. Not just for the elite, the super wealthy, just for regular folks that are in our audience, of course, and they're hopefully getting some good information here. So where do we want to begin on this topic today?
Yeah, I would say one of the important concepts of the estate planning attorney, our role, is to ask questions. I mean, obviously our clients, they know their family, they know their issues, and it's our job as the estate planning attorney to spot issues. And a lot of the issues are with real estate is how do you get it from one person to the next in a manner that is consistent with their wishes and without court and as cost effectively as possible.
Another example, family-wise, we talked last week about the one example with the brother couldn't pay rent. And we mentioned how every family situation is different and complex. And here's another example that you're going to share with us today that's pretty complex.
Yeah, like for example, over the weekend, I spoke with somebody that has their mother-in-law living with them. And the mother-in-law's on title, the kids, so an important issue that's also arising is how do you deal with the mother-in-law that may have medical issues and nursing home care? And then for the kids and the in-law, meaning the daughter-in-law or the son-in-law, how do you address those issues? So a lot of times what we do is we help families address touchy issues like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of red tape, a lot of confusion, and a lot of hurdles to try to have a clear path on who gets what, how it gets distributed, and that's where you guys kind of handle all that and take care of those tough questions.
Oh, absolutely. So we help your loved ones deal with the stress of, so instead of making important decisions upon somebody's death or incapacity, hopefully we do it in advance, and that helps avoid conflicts, legal battles, and unnecessary expenses as well, Mike.
Yeah, so people that are listening now, maybe they do have a complicated situation at home. They might still have, 20 years, 30 years before they'd have to worry about this, but it couldn't hurt to just make a phone call or find out more and try to get some clarity on how things would go, because they're probably thinking, boy, what happens if tomorrow tragedy strikes? We've got 3 kids and, all these different things, different living arrangements, and it's very complicated.
Yeah, it is. And not only that, but you have a lot of people that have vacation properties and investment properties, and that makes it a little bit more complicated. So in one lawsuit in 2008 during the Great Recession, I helped a lot of people that were having lawsuits. They were suing people, they were being sued, and one lawsuit can destroy your whole retirement security. So not only do we help people with family disputes, but we also help people with how do you create an asset protection plan that protects what you've worked hard for.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things that the folks at Gateville Law Firm, and that's what they do. They take care of those tough questions, the ones that you're not even thinking about that will pop up if you try to do this on your own or through a different avenue, right? So Sean's there to handle all of those questions for you, and we hope you got some good information today. You can always contact the folks at Gateville Law Firm. They are located in Yorkville. They're online at gatevillelawfirm.com. You can reach them via phone as well at 630-780-1034. Our show is Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions, brought to you by Gateville Law Firm's Sean Robertson. At Gateville Law Firm, Trust Matters. We'll see you next week for our next show.